Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are talking about Bittensor TAO, and I've been motivated to make this video not just because I hold the cryptocurrency and the price is increasing exponentially, but mainly because of what happened at OpenAI with Sam Altman and the need for decentralized AI and many people referencing TAO without actually saying it. So in today's video, I'm going to explain TAO Bittensor, the need for decentralized AI, and how far this project can really go. So I really would appreciate if you leave a like down below in the video. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so Bittensor is decentralizing the development for machine learning and building a peer-to-peer market for machine intelligence. So developers can create and share models on the marketplace and earn TAO in the process. And unlike centralized AI, it is not closed off, it is open, where everyone can contribute intelligence and build applications on top. Now, what makes Bittensor unique? The fact that it's like Bitcoin, where no one controls it, and the tokenomics are very similar. But there was a fair launch, no VCs, no pre-mine, same tokenomics, same missions as Bitcoin, no allocation to the team or foundation. And when you look at the supply, the majority of TAO is staked up. And can you be surprised with those rewards? So there's a relatively small amount actually up for grabs, and the individuals who are selling, as you can see on TAO whale alerts, the majority of those individuals are miners and validators selling to cover mining costs. And these subnets are quite interesting also, with 32 to be filled, currently at 13. The subnets are going to be competing along with the miners, the validators, which is only going to drive more value to the network and the token TAO. And now on to point number 3, who is buying? Well, recently a lot of large influencers have been sharing TAO to their followers, and while a lot of them are actually buying, a lot in the main comment sections are saying, are you being paid to do this? Why are you shilling your bags? And this is why people do not get in early to projects, because if they did an ounce of research, they realize that is not true. It's why a lot of people faded Bitcoin, calling it a scam, saying it's a Ponzi scheme, and then later on actually buying in at the higher price points. And apart from large influencers, we have Foundry, one of the largest BTC miners in the world, who were one of the first to set up a TAO validator and strong supporters of the Bittensor ecosystem. We also have Pantera Capital and Collab Currency, who have bought TAO and also supporters of the ecosystem. And it's important to note the founder of digital currency group, Barry Silbert, follows Bittensor on X. Also, digital currency group is the parent company of Foundry. And currently, in terms of exchanges, TAO is only available on a few lower tier exchanges. This is going to change very soon. We have Uphold talking of an upcoming listing, going through that whole process. This is going to be huge because remember, it all has to be bought on open market. They have to buy their own tokens on the books, which is going to be huge for the price of TAO. And in terms of price and entry points, it's quite interesting at the moment. From when we first mentioned it on the channel, we are 5 to 6x up from those levels. And recently in a video, we spoke about NXRA, Check, and TAO. TAO is around $83, and we thought it was quite high then from the $50 points, nearly a 2x from those levels, and now it's around 240. And as I said before, and as I say now, the best option is to DCA. Okay, so now we explain Bittensor TAO, let's explain the need for decentralized AI. One part being, we want it to benefit humanity, and through that, it needs to be accessible as the internet is and was. Core Dev for Bittensor explains this perfectly.
Imagine if the internet itself had been invented by a Silicon Valley company. What if it was Sam Altman Mach 2 that invented the internet, and they were going to Congress and telling them that, hey, well, we should probably have some regulations around this technology that we're calling the internet right now, because people are watching pornography and they're sending messages out there that we don't like. And so we're gonna put this on you guys, and it probably would have been regulated, and it probably would have been made so that only a small number of people could actually use the technology that we consider so important to our lives. We have a whole internet-based economy. In fact, our entire economy is now internet-based. And that wouldn't have happened unless the technology had been fundamentally decentralized from the very beginning, built for almost a separate purpose, not by Silicon Valley profit-seeking motive.
And that clip is made by Everett_Scott. Go and check him out. But yes, it's true. Having an open network is so important. With centralized AI, it's closed, and with the data that they hold. And third, onto democratization. No one small set of individuals, no one company having control of this technology, as it can lead to dangerous implications. Even if they don't want to use it for bad, someone could steal it from them and use it for bad. And with a huge rise in deepfakes, voice clones, maybe to an advert of this video, I seen it recently where the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garnhouse, is talking about XRP, wanting to click on this giveaway link or whatever it may be. It's not actually him, it's a fake version of him. This is combated with Bittensor. Now, apart from the technology, in terms of narratives, I find that as a huge, huge catalyst. For example, over the past few months, I've put a lot of my stable coins into certain projects based around narratives. AI with TAO, we have NX with real world assets, check with digital identity, QNT interruptibility, and WTK with payments and more. And as far as future valuations go for this project, don't let it be number one in the crypto AI terms of market capitalization put you off, because OpenAI had an $80 billion valuation. VCs are throwing anything that has the word AI on top of it. And this, as the world's largest decentralized AI network, I would not be surprised to see this go to 10 billion and beyond. And that is pretty much it for today's video. Let me know down below in the comment section, do you hold this crypto? Are you staking along with me? Because I'm not selling one single coin, because the staking rewards are actually that good. Also, there's a lot of other AI projects out there, like AJX we'd hold. We have RNDR, which is associated with AI. And we also have OLAS, another great project. Didn't buy it, I faded it, and I missed out on a 2x. But it is what it is. Also, before we end the video, the Black Friday deal is on for the Decent hardware cold wallet, down 50%, one of the lowest I've ever seen it. Currently, TAO is not available, will be in the future, and other holds that we speak about on the channel are available. Go and check out in the description down below. But made this final video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.
AI. So you have been outspoken about AI. Could you talk about what you think the positive future for AI looks like and how we get there?
The best of the available alternatives that I can come up with, and maybe somebody else can come up with a better approach or better outcome, is that we achieve democratization of AI technology, meaning that no one company or small set of individuals has control over advanced AI technology. I think that that's very dangerous. It could also get stolen by somebody bad, like some evil dictator or country could send their intelligence agency to go steal it and gain control. It just becomes a very unstable situation, I think, if you've got any incredibly powerful AI. You just don't know who's going to control that. So it's not as though I think that the risk is that the AI would develop a will of its own right off the bat. I think it's more that's the concern is that someone may use it in a way that is bad. And even if they weren't going to use it in a way that's bad, that somebody could take it from them and use it in a way that's bad.